So what is the refugee cap? Um, First of all, I just want to I want to give a little bit of perspective here. So a cap, think about a cap very similar to like you think about a quota system. It's essentially, it says you may take this many and no more, right? Uh, we use quota systems in terrible ways in this country. We had quotas for Jews, we had quotas for Chinese people at different periods in our history, and essentially it said it was essentially a cap. But whether it's a quota or a cap, it's the same thing. It says you may take this many, but no more. And recently, Biden came out and said that he was going to set the refugee cap at 15,000, which, by the way, is where it was in the Trump administration and is far, far too low. But he was going to diversify the countries from that they would come from. This is super important. That line is bullshit. Essentially, what is going to happen is that there are going to be lots of little quotas for lots of different countries, and very few people from very many countries are going to get to come here. Okay? This is problematic for a number of reasons, but the most important reason, and the reason that I really hope sticks at the end of this segment, is that the United States is the primary reason around the world for most of these people having to leave their homes and come here. Okay? We created the issues in Mexico. We created the issues in Central America. We created the issues in South America. We created the issues in the Middle East. Okay? Those are where the refugees are typically coming from. We created those problems. For us to then turn around and say, so for us to, on the one hand, displace hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people, and then turn around and say only 15,000 of you can come here to the land that essentially forced you to leave your homes, is barbaric. I don't care if Trump does it. I don't care if Biden does it. I don't care if, God's self comes down from the sky and does it. It's barbaric. It's immoral. It's wrong. Okay? If we cause a problem, it is on us to fix it. And fixing it in this case, we may never be able to repair those countries to the way they once were, which is a shame. And I wish we had not destroyed these countries and these areas of the world to the extent that we have. But we have to let them come here when they come here. There should be no refugee cap. We should let everyone through America's doors. The Statue of Liberty, bring us your poor, your tired, your huddled masses, yearning to breathe free. Why are they yearning to breathe free? Because we bombed their homes. Okay? Let them in. I don't care what country they come from. Sure, people need to be verified. I'm not saying you just let any Joe Schmo walk across the border, okay? But what I am saying is we should not be imprisoning them at the border. We should not be saying that only so many can come here. We should be evaluating everyone who wants to come to America, see if they're going to be a danger to this country, and that's it. None of this means testing about are you going to be a public burden. That's Trump with the public burden rule. That has to be repealed yesterday. None of this, you're the 98th person from your country to come and we're only accepting 97, so go home. None of that. We have so much room in this country to bring in new people, to work new jobs. There are tons of jobs that Americans don't want to work that have to be worked. I'm thinking specifically of fruit harvesting in the South, Georgia especially. There are, immigrants bring so much good to this country, whether they're coming here voluntarily as immigrants or they're coming here involuntarily as refugees. We need to welcome them. One, because it's the right thing to do, and two, because oftentimes we are the reason they're coming here. So a 15,000 refugee cap is insulting, it's barbaric, it's cruel, it's hateful, it's everything that we pretend America isn't. Okay? So in order for us to right the wrong of the Trump administration, we need to close down the ICE detention facilities. We need to abolish ICE, most likely. We definitely need to abolish ICE. Go back on that. We definitely need to abolish ICE. And we need to allow anyone who wants to come here, after being screened, to come here and live here and have a life here. Because it's the right thing to do, and because we're the cause for most of these refugees.